Imagine being locked in a room where time stretches endlessly, where sleep, the one escape every human relies on, is stolen from you. Now picture that room filled with whispers that aren't yours, shadows that don't belong, and a creeping dread that sinks deeper with every passing hour. This is the heart of the Russian sleep experiment, a horror story so vivid, so disturbing, that it has haunted the internet for years. But where does this tale come from, and why does it feel so chillingly real? The story begins in the late 1940s, in the shadowy depths of Soviet Russia. 5 political prisoners are offered a deal: endure 30 days without sleep, and they will be granted their freedom. The catch: they must remain sealed inside an airtight chamber, breathing an experimental stimulant gas designed to keep them awake. At first, it seems simple: just stay conscious and walk away free. But as the days crawl forward, the experiment spirals into something unspeakable. For the first few days, everything appears normal. The prisoners talk, play cards, even joke with the researchers observing them through thick glass. But by day 5, the cracks begin to show. Their conversations turn erratic, filled with paranoid whispers about unseen figures lurking just out of sight. One man starts screaming uncontrollably, his voice tearing through the chamber until it's nothing but a raw, guttural rasp. Another claws at the walls, his fingers bloody, as if trying to dig his way out of a nightmare. The scientists, watching from the outside, dismiss it as hallucinations, just the mind breaking under exhaustion. Then, on day 9, the screaming stops, and eerie silence fills the chamber, broken only by faint, disjointed murmurs. The researchers, growing uneasy, try to communicate with the prisoners, but the responses they get are nonsensical pleas for help mixed with laughter, as if the men are no longer fully in control of their own minds. The worst part: the prisoners no longer seem to want out. When the scientists threaten to end the experiment early, the men inside beg to stay, their voices laced with terror. By day 15, the researchers can no longer justify continuing. They cut off the gas and open the chamber, expecting to find 5 broken but alive test subjects. Instead, they step into a scene of pure horror. 4 of the prisoners are still breathing, but they are barely recognizable, their bodies emaciated, their skin torn open in ragged strips, their eyes wide with something beyond fear. The 5th man is dead, his body ripped apart from the inside, as though something had burst out of him. The survivors, now freed, don't celebrate. They don't even try to escape. Instead, they fight to stay inside the chamber, screaming that they must not sleep. When the scientists drag them out, the prisoners turn violent, attacking the researchers with inhuman strength, shrieking about the things waiting for them in their dreams. The final horror comes in the aftermath. The surviving prisoners are sedated, and as soon as they fall asleep, their hearts stop. Autopsies reveal impossible levels of adrenaline in their blood, as if their bodies had been running on pure terror for days. The official report is sealed, the experiment buried, but whispers linger of a gas that didn't just keep them awake, but amplified their nightmares, pulling them into a waking hell where their darkest fears became real. So, is any of this true? The short answer: no. There are no records of this experiment ever taking place, no declassified Soviet documents describing a sleep deprivation horror show. The story first appeared online in the early 2000s, likely as a piece of creepypasta, a horror fiction meant to be shared and distorted over time. But like all great urban legends, it taps into something deeper, something real. During the Cold War, both the Soviet Union and the United States conducted unethical experiments on human subjects. The CIA's Project MKUltra explored mind control using drugs and sensory deprivation, while Soviet scientists tested extreme sleep deprivation on soldiers and prisoners. These real experiments were brutal, often leaving subjects permanently scarred mentally or physically. The Russian sleep experiment takes these truths and twists them into something even darker, playing on our fear of what happens when science crosses the line into madness. What makes the story so unforgettable isn't just the gore or the shock value, it's the psychological terror. The idea of being trapped in your own mind, of losing control so completely that even sleep becomes your enemy, is a primal fear. It's why the tale sticks with us, why it feels so real even when we know it's fiction. Because the scariest monsters aren't the ones lurking in the shadows, they're the ones we carry inside us, waiting for the moment we let our guard down. So the next time you find yourself lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, remember this: sleep is a fragile thing, and for those 5 prisoners in the story, it was the one thing they could never afford to do.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.